So my name is Rhodia Mann. I was born in Kenya at Athi River. And when I was 9, my parents took me to Maralal, to Samburu Manyatta. My father worked for the Department of Veterinary Services then, and he was doing a tour of duty, and when I was 9 he decided I was old enough to go with him. So we came to this Manyatta outside Maralal, and I was the first white child that the Samburu had ever seen. We are going back to 1952. There were no white children up here, okay? So they made a huge fuss over me because there's this little girl. I had white hair, I wore glasses, I had braces on my teeth. They'd never seen anything like this. Then the local provincial commissioner took us to a place called Los Yolo, a viewpoint over the Great Rift Valley. And I don't know, have you been there? Imagine a little girl of 9 standing on the edge of the whole world. And it was the most incredible thing I had ever seen. Well, life went on. But when I was 16, I woke up in the middle of the night from an amazing dream. I dreamed that I was standing on the edge of the Great Rift Valley again. Only this time I had come to my death. I understood I had come to die, and around me was a huge crowd of Samburu, and I didn't understand the dream at all. All I could do was write it in my diary. So I was 16. I had finished school, I had to go to college. It took me 20 years before I could try and follow my dream again and try to understand it. And I spent my whole life until now following the dream, trying to understand it. What the dream did was help me learn about Samburu culture, help me meet wonderful people, learn to love this culture, learn to see all the wisdom in it, and try to teach to other people what I learned here. So over many years I collected artifacts, I went to ceremonies, I learned a lot, and by the year 2017 I had enough to make a museum. The Nairobi Museum did not want it. They said, it's tribal and we are national. They wouldn't take it. I tried everywhere. Nobody wanted my museum, but I knew it was precious. Yeah, very precious. Samburu culture is changing. It was like what we call a sacred trust. My responsibility to try and look after this thing here. So eventually the American International School in Nairobi offered me a tiny corner for my museum. It sat there for 7 years. Nobody knew it was there. It was dead. And then suddenly out of the blue came Sasaab, Ricardo, said he'd heard of my museum, could he see it? I took him to the school and we went around, and then he said, we want your museum for Sasaab. I was thrilled because it belongs in the north. It doesn't belong in Nairobi. So to cut a very long story short, we made the museum here. And I'm very proud of it. I'm very happy with it. And I didn't do it only for Sasaab. Yeah? I didn't do it only for the immediate Samburu community. I did it for the Samburu people. I did it for Kenya. And I am praying hard that after today, the management and ownership find a way with the board and the community to open the museum up to visitors. School children, institutions, Kenyan tourists. So I have gone as far as I can go. I'm now 83. I had the dream when I was 16. I've done my best with the dream, but I cannot do more. I've done it. Now other people have to say, hey, what about this, and why don't we do that, and you know it's there, go and see it. I can't do any more. So that's the story. It's the only one in the world. The only one, you know, because I have covered 40, 50 years of Samburu history. All the YZ that are photographed in the museum, they are all dead now. It is gone. It's not just this is what they do now. It's the history, the past, everything I learnt about them. I put my heart and my soul in there. Okay? So, it's not just this is a kibuyu. It's the whole story. History, background, everything. Everything I learned. You have to understand this. In order to study Samburu culture, I had to earn my living. Nobody paid me to study it. So I became a safari guide. For 47 years, I was a safari guide, taking tourists around Kenya on what we call the milk run, lodge to lodge to lodge to lodge, killing myself to make some money so that I could run up here and go to a wedding or go to a ceremony or, you know, learn something new. So my family, the Lelenguya family outside Maralal, I saw maybe 3 times a year. I brought them tourists, I helped them, yeah? I brought them tourists, I brought them, I remember, German TV, a film crew, but I was never there long enough to really be part of their life. We helped each other. I brought them money, they gave me knowledge. That's what it was. So it was not a normal relationship that you're hoping for. It was not mother-daughter. I helped them, so I became the daughter. Yeah? I actually became the daughter of other families as well. There was a famous Lekominga. Have you heard of Lekominga? Yeah? Lekominga I knew for 18 years. Okay, he was an old witch doctor. And he would allow me to watch him working and see how he did his magic. And after 18 years, I was in Maralal, and one of his sons came and said, "My father is very ill, he has asked for you, come." So I went to the hut, and the old man was dying. And he made his last wishes. He said, this woman is a daughter of my village. If she ever needs help, you have to help her. And then, I don't know if you know this in Samburu culture, one son held his feet, another one held his head. They covered him with a thin blanket. They prayed for his soul to go, and he died in front of me there. It took 2 minutes. And his last wish was that they should look after me because I was a daughter of the village. So my experiences with the people have been incredible, but not just with one family. Yeah.
What does this day mean to you?
Oh, relief that finally my museum is recognized. Finally my name is on it, because it took 18 months to get my name put on it, okay? So huge relief. The feeling that my work is done. But there is also sadness because I'm not well enough to come again. I've finished. My physical safari days are over. So today is my last safari, and that hurts because my whole life was safari from the age of 9. But everything has to finish, and today I'm sad. I mean, I don't know if you saw, I was crying there, and I didn't think I would feel it so deeply. As soon as those women started singing, it just went, oh, I thought, you know, I've heard them sing 100 times. I've seen the warriors dance 100 times. It's the last one. It was very sad for me. But I've done my job, yeah? I've followed my dream as far as I can.
So my name is Stella Napanu. I am a Samburu woman, and I'd really like to thank Rhodia Mann for this amazing gesture that she's done, opening this museum today. This is such an incredible space for young Samburus and people like myself to learn about our culture. And it's really taken a lot of years and a lot of dedication for her to capture all this, capture the Samburu culture for the past 50 years. And if you really look at the current situation of things, you'll find that there is a lot of modernization and we are slowly losing our culture. And this museum is going to help us even preserve some more and connect to the land some more, connect to our culture some more, because our culture is not just our ornaments and the ceremonies that we have, but it's our spiritual relations to the land, our connection to God, the Supreme Being. And this is an absolutely amazing museum that is going to help ensure that there is continuity of that. And if you look at even from global conversations, I'll speak on the climate change space because that's the space I'm in. We're slowly moving towards ensuring that traditional knowledge is captured into climate policies and climate action, because it is seen that it is critical to ensure that indigenous knowledge is embedded into all climate action legislations and all climate action policies, because we have the solutions. Indigenous peoples have always had the solutions, and these solutions come from our cultures and our relations to the waters, our relation to the mountains, our relation to the rangelands. We know how to manage these rangelands. We follow the stars. Our elders have always followed the stars, and Rhodia has beautifully captured all this essence of our culture. And we really hope that the community, the Samburu people, will come and engage with this museum. We hope that the children will come and be part of this museum and connect with the work that Rhodia has done, connect with our ancestors through this museum, and not just the Samburu community, but also inviting other Kenyans to get to learn about the Samburu culture.
My name is Stephen Lenantoye. I'm the conservative warden for Westgate Community Conservancy. I'm really very happy to participate in the inauguration of the Rhodia Mann Museum. Actually, we are privileged and we are very happy to see how our culture looks like. It has a value, and we really appreciate for the people who has recognized that culture can be a value to tourism. I just want to encourage people to really maintain our culture, and I thank those who recognize this is a beautiful culture. We used to be called the butterfly people, and we want to maintain our culture for the benefit of the current and the future generation. And we encourage other people to ensure we have that ownership. We own our culture, and we ensure it benefits the current and the future generation to come. We encourage other community, conservancies, lodges, all partners to ensure this will not remain alone as the Rhodia Museum. We anticipate more museums within the landscape.
Mimi naitwa Thomas Leletur, ni opinion leader ya hii area. Na mimi nashukuru hii mama ambaye amelete hii ceremony ambayo tulipata leo ya kutukumbusha ya kwamba lazima tushike kimila yetu, sababu mimi naona ya kwamba tayari kimila inaenda kufifia, na ni kimila ndio uhai ya kila kabila. Hakuna kabila asio na kimila yao, na sisi tuko kimila yetu, na lazima tuhifadhi hiyo kimila